Welcome to Scottish Mancave, and for my regular viewers, you're probably wondering, where's my hair gone? I decided to have a haircut, and I thought I'll try it myself, and yeah, I absolutely cocked up. So I'm not bald, but I'm like borderline skinhead bald. And to be honest, it's a heat wave outside. It's like 27 degrees. I am absolutely sweating in the man cave all the time. So to be honest, I'm kind of glad. But also the beard. I decided just to get rid of the beard and grow it back in again. I don't like not having a beard, but just for this week, I've decided to clean shave and start again. But my hair grows like that, so within like 2 weeks I'll have a full set of hair again. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm getting new subscribers quite often now, so thank you very much for the support. And yeah, I decided to bite the bullet and buy an Xbox Series X. Now, I did actually have one during the pandemic, and I was one of the lucky guys that actually got both a Series X and a PlayStation 5. But I had it for the first year for both consoles, and there wasn't many games, and everyone was wanting a console. It was obviously the pandemic, so I decided to trade in both consoles to CEX, which is like our version of GameStop if you're in America. And yeah, I actually made a profit on the consoles, and I wasn't one of them that would buy the consoles and then sell them at like stupid prices. Like some people were selling like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series for over £1,000, which was just ridiculous back then. So yeah, I had about a year of both consoles. Gamepass at the time, there wasn't many games, so I'm actually intrigued to see what games are on Game Pass now. When I purchased the Xbox Series X, I bought it through Smith's Toy Store through the Xbox All Access. So it adds up to about £31 a month, and you get Game Pass for 2 years. So I thought, why not? Instead of buying one straight up, I'll just pay it up. Plus you get a bit of Game Pass. And the reason why as well I bought a Series X is for two reasons. I'm really getting back into online gaming, and that is thanks to the NI Gamer 1995. I've been taking part in his Fortnite streams, and we're also going to be doing a lot more streams going forward on his channel with different games as well. I think possibly on the Friday after this video releases, we're going to be playing World War Z, which is a game I've played a little bit of, but it's like one of them games you've got to play with some mates. It's just so fun. And the other reason is FIFA is coming out. I am a big FIFA player. I've actually missed this year's FIFA. I needed a break. It's the same career mode every single season. I don't do Ultimate Team normally. I just do career mode and pro clubs. So on the gaming channel, I plan to do a FIFA Youth to Glory series, and I think that's going to skyrocket the gaming channel. I've always done a Youth Academy career mode, so I'm honestly buzzing to start that career mode when it comes out. We've got about a month at the time of this recording until that comes out. So until then, I thought, why not check out Game Pass? And there's so many games that wasn't on the Game Pass subscription before when I first had Game Pass. And I'm going to need a sip of my iced coffee during this because it is absolutely roasting outside. And trust me, when you're in Scotland, especially in the northeast of Scotland, this weather is very rare. So yeah, there's a bunch of games here. I'm going to go through all of them. And then maybe in a year or two, we'll go back and see what's changed on the Game Pass subscription service. So, let's get started. So we've got a little to the left. I'm not going to lie, I've got no idea what that would be. It just looks like some women doing some art. I don't know. Okay. A Plague Tale. Now, that actually looks decent. That's a game with like the rats and stuff. I think that could be actually one I'll download. It does look interesting. It could be one I could do on the gaming channel. A short hike. Now, I did notice this is actually leaving Game Pass, and I actually want this game for the Switch. It does look good fun. It's like a kind of like small little 2D platform in a 3D world kind of looking game, and it looks like you're just like hiking off mountains and hoping not to die. I think that's the idea of the story. But yeah, it looks a lot of fun. The next game is A Way Out, and again, this is a game I've actually wanted to play with somebody. It's a multiplayer only game, and you're two people that need to escape a prison. And it just looks a lot of fun, to be honest. A game that, it's a co-op adventure, so, what you do would impact the person on multiplayer. So it does look a really exciting game, and one I'm definitely going to play. The next game is Age of Empires. I'm not 100% sure what Age of Empires is. I'm not 100% sure. I think it could be a role-playing game or something, or like a real-time strategy by the looks of the trailer. I think that's what it is like a real-time strategy. Age of Empires 5, I think it is, a 4. I am not good with Roman numerals, so I do apologise. Next one, we've got Airborne Kingdom. I don't know what this is either. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I've never heard of it. We've got Alice. Now, this is an Xbox 360 game, and I actually have this physically, and I will get onto the physical aspect of the games in a minute, once we go through all this Game Pass games. Amnesia the Bunker. I'm not sure what this is. Among Us. I've heard good things about Among Us. My friend Simon plays it. I think with his girlfriend. And I think it's like, I don't know, you're like a group of people, and one's like you've got to find the secret person that's, pretend like the liar. I don't know how to describe it, but it does look a fun game. Another Crab's Treasure. I don't know what. I think I have seen like a trailer. It's like you're a crab in the sea. I think that actually could be quite fun. I could be wrong, but it could be like a platformer. That's what I'm thinking. But it does look actually quite fun. So I'm definitely going to download that and give it a try. Anthem. This bombed, didn't it? It's a game that's never really interested me. I've seen trailers of it. It just looks garbage, and obviously the reviews weren't really good for it either. On Arcade, I don't know what this is. I've never seen a trailer for it. I don't really know. Yeah, it looks like I don't know, like a Zelda, maybe. Yeah, maybe like a Legend of Zelda SNES kind of game. Looks okay. Not my kind of game, I would say. I might give that a go. That's a good thing about Game Pass. You're not having to actually spend money, although you're buying the subscription, to actually try the game. So if you don't like it, you can just take it off. Now, this is a game I actually do own on the Switch, and it is a lot of fun, called Arcade Paradise. So basically, you're a guy that is a down and out, and your dad's basically forced you to, work in his laundromat to earn money and basically run his business. And then during that time, you start putting in arcade machines, and before you know it, you're actually turning the, laundrette into an arcade. It is a lot of fun. I haven't completed it actually. And I think I did sell the physical copy, but I have got this digitally on the Switch. And I do want to rebuy this game, because sometimes you will trade in stuff to buy other stuff. This is also a game I've played. Well, not this one. Ark Survival Ascended. This must be like the DLC, I'm guessing. But I have played Ark. A few years ago, I was seeing this lassie. Nothing serious. But she did have a kid that played it, and I played the game with her and a kid. So, yeah, it's like basically robotic dinosaurs. It's a good it's a good game for a kid, basically. As Dusk Falls, not 100% sure. I think it's like an interactive drama by the description, so this actually could be a game I can enjoy. I think I would. I've never really played a game where it's like a movie, but I think it could be actually quite fun to play some interactive games, especially on the channel, on the gaming channel. I think that could be a lot of fun. No introduction, you got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm not really the biggest Assassin's Creed guy, to be honest. I have tried a bit of Valhalla. Um, it was okay for what it was, but just too, you know, too much open world for me. Like the graphics was beautiful and stuff, but you know, you've got to put hundreds of hours in that kind of games, and you know, to me, I like a game that's maybe like 8 to 20 hours long max. So Assassin's Creed Origins, again, no introduction. Valhalla, again, I've played it. I maybe done about 10 to 20 hours of the game, and then I kind of just fell off of it. Astroneer. This kind of maybe is like a No Man's Sky, I'm guessing. Maybe like a cartoony version of it. Again, could be a game to try. Atomic Heart. Again, some of these games I'm not really sure what they are. But again, that's the beauty of Gamepass. It's like Netflix. You go through the movies and you look at something and you don't really recognize it, but you can give it a go by the description. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but yeah. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts on the 360. I do have that physically. And Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie. Then you got the Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I have played a bit of this on the PlayStation 4. I thought the game was fun, but I didn't like the Batmobile. And I think a lot of people say that about the Arkham Knight games. And I haven't actually played the ones before it, and apparently they're better. So I'm going to give them a go and then maybe go back to Arkham Knight. Of course, you've got Battlefield. You know, no introduction with them. You know, you've got Battlefield 3 for Revolution 2042. So again, I think 2042, that was a disaster launch, if I remember right. And going by the reviews, it's only got 2 stars. So, yeah, not that great. Oh, oops. Again, Battlefield Hardline. I tried to play this. I bought it for the PlayStation 4. I've got it physically. It's like Battlefield, but you're police officers. I just couldn't get in it. And then Battlefield 5. Battletoads. I have actually seen, you know, some footage of this. I think it's like a beat 'em up. And yeah, it looks interesting. I think this is a game that I would definitely try. I quite like a beat 'em up. I quite like Streets of Rage, although I'm not very good at beat 'em ups. I think it could be a game that could be fun. Bejeweled 2 and 3. I actually don't mind these kind of games. They kind of can be fun puzzle games. Ben 10 Power Trip. I don't think this will be my cup of tea, if I'm being completely honest. I think Ben 10 is Nickelodeon, and maybe a controversial opinion, but I don't think they make cartoons the same as they used to. So yeah, Ben 10. Now this is an Xbox game, Black, and it was also out for the PlayStation 2. It does look, you know, like a Call of Duty kind of first-person shooter. So, you know, it's probably a game. I think I actually do own it physically. I can't even remember. I've got that much games, but it could be a game one day. I try. Blaz Blue. I have played one of the games before. It's like anime, cartoony Street Fighter sort of fighting games. I'm not into anime. Anime is not my thing, really. I get why people like it. I've just never really. It's never really appealed to me. It's never really, jump out at me. I've never really been into anime. Even as a kid, I wasn't really into Pokemon. I thought the Pokemon cartoons were okay, but I wasn't really big in the Pokemon games or anything. Bleeding Edge. Again, it's a game I hadn't really heard of. Ninja Theory, so I have heard of that studio. Again, I don't know much. Now, this is a game I definitely want to try, is Blinks, and I do own this physically as well, which is pretty cool. And it's basically like a cartoony platformer. I think there could be a bit of swearing in it, so it's more adult themed. Or am I thinking of Conker? I could be thinking of Conker, but they're kind of similar looking games. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Now, I am not into Castlevania kind of games. I just really don't. It's just not really my genre, I'd say. I'm not really into, old school SNES kind of games. Will I try it? Probably, because it's free. I might give it a try, but it's not on top of my list. I know it's meant to be a really good game, though. I will say that. But, that kind of 2D kind of games, that maybe I just need to try it and get into them kind of thing, because, I haven't really, played it that much. So the next game is Bluey, the video game. This looks like a kiddie's kind of game. I think it is a cartoon. Could be completely wrong. Let me know in the comments. Botany Mana. Never heard of this game. It's a puzzle game apparently in Victorian English manner. Doesn't feel me, to be honest. Broforce. I'm not exactly sure what it is. When evil threatens the world calls on Broforce, an underfunded, overpowered parliamentary organization dealing exclusively in excessive force. Could be quite fun. I don't know if it's like a Metal Slug or something. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah. Don't know. It could be a fun game. Broken Age is a timeless coming-of-age story of baffling trees and taking spoons. Or talking spoons? Already, it's not appealing to me. Brutato. Again, not one I've really heard about. Probably just looking at the graphics. Oh, right, I think I have seen this. It's like a... If you've ever played Loaded on the PS1, it looks like a rubbish version of that, maybe. Yeah, not my kind of game, I think. This is a game that definitely interests me. Is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's like two brothers, and you've got to... It's like in a cartoony kind of, environment. But it's an award-winning game, and probably one I would actually try. I think it could, as a game that also it could be multiplayer. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a game that does interest me. And next game, right, I own this, and it's a game I'm definitely going to play, but I don't know if I'm going to manage to stream it, and that is Brutal Legend. It's got Jack Black, and I'm thinking it's got his music in it, so for copyright reasons, I don't think I would manage to put it on YouTube, which will be annoying. Because it definitely is a game that interests me, and I will get onto physical games once we go through this, because there's a good reason why I've got this Xbox. Burnout Paradise, I have played a little bit of this. I prefer the OGs, to be honest. I think the original games are better. It's not a bad game by any stretch. I have it on the Switch and the PlayStation 4. and the 360 actually. So I've got many copies of the game, but you know, I think I prefer the older ones. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I don't really need to say much about Call of Duty. The good thing is I think you get Black Ops 6 on Game Pass, so you know, it's maybe the good thing for Call of Duty fans that if you've got an Xbox, you don't really need to spend 70 quid on the game unless you're needing to buy like the Battle Pass. Call of the Wild, the Angler, no idea. I think it could be a fish game. Yeah, going fishing. Kind of maybe like Sega Bass fishing. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, already so many games. Car Mechanic Simulator. It's not a game that interests me. I like simulation games, but I'm not into like cars or mechanics or anything. Cassette Beasts. No idea. I think it. Well, it looks maybe. I like the cartoony visual of it, but again, don't really know much about it. So yeah, that's that. Now this is maybe a really good game. Celeste. Again, it's that kind of old school kind of game that, you know, it's probably not my genre, but I think it's a game I would definitely give a go because everyone rants and raves about this game. It does look, you know, graphically beautiful as well. So, yeah, we might give that a go one day. Chance of Sinia? No idea. No idea. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what that is, to be honest. Chivalry 2. I don't even know what Chivalry 1 is. Not a clue. It just says return to the ultimate medieval battlefield. Alright, it could be like a Dynasty Warriors kind of game, I'm guessing. Now, this is a game I love, and I'm actually disappointed as well. City Skylines. I love City Skylines. I've played so much hours on City Skylines, but City Skylines 2 was released in a very, very bad state on PC, and the console version's been delayed for years now. It's meant to come out, well, it says January 2025, but I don't even think it will, which is a shame. People are saying the original is better than the second game, which is hard to take because for so long I kept buying the DLCs as well. Absolutely love this game, so I'm hoping, you know, it could be like a No Man's Sky and they fix it, and you know, when it comes out on console, the game's not broken. A Citizen Sleeper. Again, there's so many games on this that I haven't even seen before. Looks like a cartoony kind of game. Not 100% sure. Maybe you're on a spaceship. I don't know. Clone drone in the danger zone. That was almost hard to say. I don't know what that just looks like a mobile game. It doesn't look fun. Let me know in the comments. It's got a 4-star review. Close to the Sun. And apologies if you hear traffic outside. It's just absolutely boiling that I can't have the window shut. I'm not even sure what this is. Cocoon. Now this has got really good reviews. So this must be a new kind of game because there's only 215 5-stars. Yeah, it looks like a action platformer. Not 100% sure. Common Hood. Again, a game I'm not 100% sure on. Conan Exiles, or Conan should I say. You know, that kind of franchise or movies has never really interested me, to be honest. Yeah. Contrast. It's got 4-star reviews. 1920s apparently. Not even any video for that one. Now this is a game that does interest me. It's Control. Graphically it looks amazing, and apparently this is like the same makers of Alan Wake, which is another game I need to play. But it definitely looks my kind of game. When I play it is a different story though. Now this could be fun. Cooking simulator. I'm not sure. I don't like cooking in real life, so I don't know if it'll be like Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, it probably isn't my kind of game, to be honest. I do like some simulators, but I'm more into my like the city building simulator genre. Coral Island. Now, I will say the front cover looks nice. All right, this could be like a Stardew Valley or like an Animal Crossing. To be honest, I think I would enjoy that kind of game. Yeah, maybe that might be a game I might enjoy. Costume Quest. It looks like well, it's an Xbox 360, I think, arcade game because I've never seen it out in the wild in a physical disc, and same for Conquest 2. Crackdown 3. Now, this is a shame. Apparently, this game is terrible. Let me know in the comments, guys, because I have played a bit of Crackdown 1 and I found it a lot of fun. I thought it was like a cartoony version of GTA with a bit of unrealistic mechanics that you might get in, say, Saints Row. And it did look a lot of fun, but yeah, Crackdown 3 apparently is pretty bad, which is a shame. Cricket 24, I am not into cricket whatsoever. It's like one sport that I fall asleep to. I just can't get into cricket. I've never really liked it, if I'm being honest, so it's not a game I'll be checking out. Crimson Skies, I do have this physically for the original Xbox. So again, it's backwards compatible. Crusader Kings, 2.5 stars, so I'm guessing not that good. But again, you sometimes, you know, you might like a game that a lot of people don't like, so if you do like that game, let me know in the comments. Crisis, you know, quite famously, if your PC can't run Crisis, then yeah, you need a new PC, I think. Everyone used to base a computer performance on Crisis and Crisis 3. Now this is a game I've also got physically, I just recently picked up, and it's like a God of War, I think it'd be harsh to say clone, but Dante's Inferno, and it is a game I'm going to play on the gaming channel eventually. Darkest Dungeon, not much to really go by. Day of the Tentacle Remastered, not sure. Now DayZ, now I have seen a lot of this. Now my brother really liked this game, and basically you're trying to survive, and you know, all the text is in like Russian and stuff, so you've got to like navigate on the map and stuff with Russian and all that kind of thing. It looks interesting, but yeah, my brother liked it. He played it quite a bit, and that was a couple of years ago. Dead by Daylight. Now I'm 100% sure it's RTB Reese that really likes this game, and I think he plays a lot of this on his channel. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it is. Or it could be. It's definitely someone on Adam's channel, and then I Gamer 1995. I'm sure it is Reese that likes Dead by Daylight. Dead Cells. Now everyone goes on about Dead Cells. Graphically, it looks amazing. You know, it's that kind of, what's the terminology? Is it roguelike? Is that right? When people, the levels are all different. It's all automated kind of levels. Dead Island 2. Now this is definitely a game that interests me. It just looks quite fun. You're killing zombies. Yeah, it looks good. Then we got the Dead Space games. I think that's the Dead Space remastered one, or the remake. And then you got the original 3 on Xbox 360. Dead Space Ignition. That must be an arcade game because I've never seen that. Death's Door. Again, don't really know much. don't know much about it. Deathloop never interested me really. I'm not that big into Bethesda games, you know, like your Fallouts and stuff. I'm not that kind of, you know, you either like Bethesda games or you don't, I think. And to me, it's just never really jump out at me. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks average. Deep Rock Galactic. Again, no idea. Now this is a game that does interest me, is Descenders. I think it's like, oh, what do you call it? The Ubisoft game. What do you call it? Why am I blanking on the game? Basically, you were going down like the ski slopes and stuff. I'll put the game on the screen because I'm actually blanking on it. But it looks a lot of fun. You're basically on bikes and you're racing down hills and stuff. Yeah, it looks, it actually interests me, and I do like kind of racers and stuff. So I think it could have like maybe Tony Hawk elements of skill in it as well. But it's a game that definitely interests me. Diablo. I haven't really tried Diablo games. I like Warcraft 2, but I think it's completely different kind of game, and you need a lot of hours into it. Oh my god, my voice is, my breath's starting to dry up. I need this coffee. Dicey Dungeons, no idea. No idea what this is. Yeah. Dut 5. I played a little bit of this on the PlayStation 5. I have a copy of this because I did still keep my PlayStation 5 games. I just got rid of the console. It's okay for what it is. And then you got Dut Rally 2.0 as well. I think this is also a game that Reese plays, is Dishonored series. Again, it's, you know, one day I'll play. Disney, I'm okay, thanks. Doom. Now, I've actually played Doom 2016. Now, I did say I don't like Bethesda games, but with what I played with Doom, it was a lot of fun. And I think Doom Eternal looks good as well. The original games don't really interest me, though. Dogadong? Johnny? I haven't got a clue how to pronounce this. Again, a lot of these games, you know, it's like movies. And like, you get your good movies and then you get your like crap on Netflix, but you know, this could be a hidden gem for all I know. Dragon Age Origins. I've played a little bit of Dragon Age Inquisition. I haven't played Dragon Age 2 or Origins. It was okay. Now this one I have seen trailers of. Dune, Spice Wars. But looking at the reviews, I think, is it not meant to be like a, I could be wrong, like a walking simulator or something? No, it's not. It's a real-time strategy, right enough. Dungeons 4, I'm guessing, you know, like a Diablo kind of game. Yeah, it looks kind of that kind of genre. Dungeons, a hinted bag, guessing pretty similar. Oh no, okay. This looks so, like, graphically really nice. Got 4-star reviews as well. Okay. It could be a game that interests me. Now, FC24. 25 better have some upgrades on career mode. I deliberately missed out 24 this year because the career mode for the last 4 or 5 years has been stale and exactly the same. They need to add new things in to career mode. You know, I love FIFA. I used to do the FIFA sesh, which basically every time you concede a goal, you take a shot. So yeah, I've got fond memories playing FIFA. Well, it's EAFC now, is it? So yeah, they better sort out career mode. And that's just EA 23. EA Sports PGA Tour. Now, I do have a copy of this, I think, somewhere. I'm not the biggest golf guy. I'll be completely honest. The only thing that excites me about golf is the Ryder Cup because of the team aspect. But looking actually at the reviews, that's pretty bad for a golf game. 2 stars, that's not good. And yeah, UFC 3 doesn't have good reviews either. I quite like UFC. I wouldn't say I know most of the fighters. I liked it when Brock Lesnar was in the UFC because obviously being a wrestling fan. So I think it's a sport that I want to get into, but yeah, the reviews for this game is not great. Or I'm thinking, is it because it's just EA and everyone hates EA? Ayuden Chronicle? No idea. I really need to start getting through these games because, yeah, we've got to be here over an hour. Escape Academy? No idea. Again, that's the thing, is that many games that, you know... Now, this is a game that interests me. Everspace 2. But I want to play the first one. And I want it on the Switch. It just looks like a fun space combat kind of game. Almost like a Star Wars kind of combat. It looks a lot of fun. But I want to play the first game before I play the second game. Evil West. I've seen trailers of it before. It just doesn't really... It doesn't scream to me. Explorimo. Don't know much. Again, it could be like a space kind of game by the looks of it. Not 100% sure. F1. I like racers, but I'm not that big in F1. I used to like it as a kid, but yeah, it's just not my favourite. Fable Anniversary. Fable 2, Fable 3, you know what Fable is. Same with the Fallout series, I just can't get into Fallout. Far Cry 5, Far Cry 5 and 6. I played a bit of Far Cry 4, and it was quite fun, so maybe I need to play all the Far Cry games, but again, Ubisoft games just take forever to complete sometimes, and for me, I like that games that are, 8 to 12 to 20 hours long. Farming Simulator. I have played a bit of Farming Simulator, but it's quite... I think you've got to put a bit of time in to understand the whole mechanics and stuff. From what I played of it, it was okay. Fee. Again, I'm seeing so many games that I haven't even heard of, so... puzzle platformer. Could be fun. Feeding Frenzy. I'm sure that's that kind of game. You're a fish or something, and then you become a shark. Kind of like Maneater, but could be fun. I might try it. It's a Xbox arcade game. Fight Night Champion. Now, I actually do not own this physically yet for the 360. It is a game that I've been, looking to buy physically. So I might actually give it a go on Gamepass. But I'll still buy it for the 360. Figment, Journey into the Mind. Again, not 100% sure. Fire Watch. Now, this looks interesting. It's like you're putting out fires and stuff, but you've also got to survive. I think you can get maybe diseases and stuff. I'm not 100% sure. But for what I've seen of it, it looks quite fun. And yeah, it's got 5-star reviews as well. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Flock. This like sheep from my Ranger supporters that support the channel. Haha. Sheep. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing a flock of sheep. I don't know. Football Manager 2024. Controversial opinion. I can't get into Football Manager. I like my FIFA Manager mode, but Football Manager just takes a lot of time. I just prefer the FIFA ratings. For Honor, everyone knows For Honor. For Asia, it looks like a little platformer. Now, I do enjoy the Forza games, actually. More the Horizon than the Motorsport, though. Especially, I think, is it Motorsport 4, where you're driving in Edinburgh. I thought that was amazing, driving on Princess Street, because, you know, most people in Scotland have been in Princess Street in Edinburgh. So, to actually drive in Edinburgh and, like, see the Forth Road Bridge in the background, I thought was quite cool. So, I really do like the Forza series. Is it my favourite racing franchise? No. Frog Detective. I'm guessing you're a frog. Try to detect who's killing other frogs. I don't know. From Space. It's like a cartoony game. Frostpunk. I think I did see a video on this, and it did actually look a bit interesting. So could be one to try. But again, I'm not 100% sure. That's the thing about this channel. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You know, if I don't know a game, pretend I know a game. Full Throttle Remastered. Fusion Frenzy. I might have that. I don't know. I think I could have that on the Xbox. Galactica or Galactic Care. Again, another like space kind of game. Decent enough reviews, apparently. Oh. Gang Beasts. Now I see this all the time at a discounted price. You know, next to nothing. Especially on the Switch, I think it's quite cheap. Actually looks not that bad for what it is. Actually looks quite fun. So yeah, I might actually try that game. Now the Gears of War franchise is definitely one that I will be playing. Especially for multiplayer. I like the look of the team deathmatches. And I don't know where I was not playing these games before back in the day. I think my issue was I was such a FIFA player and I just played FIFA all the time that I never really gave other franchises a go. But I have played a lot of the first game and I do like it. And I really want to play the one where Dave Bautista's in. Is that Gears 5 or Gears 4? I do want to play the one with Batista because I am a big Batista fan. Gears Tactics, I think, is like Halo Tactics or Halo Wars. It's just like a real-time strategy. Generation Zero. In fact, actually, I think it could be like an XCOM game. To correct myself there. Generation Zero. Not much, I know. Looks quite freaky though. Genesis Noir. Got pretty average reviews. Ghostwire Tokyo. Again, I've seen trailers of it, but it's just nah. It's not interested in me. Go Maca Ball. No clue. Now this could be interesting one. Goat Simulator. Now I think you're a goat, and it actually does look quite fun, and you just like make people's lives hell. So this actually could be a game for me to play. I think it could be fun. And correct, put in the comments, am I right in saying the second game is actually Goat Simulator 3? So they just like skipped a whole game essentially. GoldenEye 007, I don't really need to say much about that. Everyone's probably favourite N64 game. Golf with Your Friends. That actually did look interesting. I did see someone on my channel play this, but the reviews are not the best, so, you know, I don't know. Gotham Knights, if I'm right in saying this is a horrible game, I got a lot of backlash. I think a lot of microtransactions, all that sort of stuff. Grid Legends, I actually own this. I think. No, I don't. Sorry, I'm getting muddled up with the 360 game. But I have played Grid 2. Grim Fandango remastered. And also, guys, let me know in the comments what games are good because I'm just, looking in blind, essentially. Gris looks like an anime going by the front cover. Probably not my cup of tea. So Grounded is a game that really interests me. I've already installed it. It looks like Bugs Life, but in a video game. If you've ever seen the Bugs Life film. And yeah, just the trailer. I think I've seen this about a year ago. It just really interested me, so I'm definitely playing this game. Guilty Gear is like a kind of anime fighting game. It's okay. I've played Guilty Gear before. Halo franchise. I've played a bit of Halo 3, but it's something maybe I need to get into. I know it's quite bad that I haven't played it. Harold Halibut. I'm not entirely sure what this is, to be honest. Yeah, not too sure. Haunty, to be like a spooky kind of game. I don't know, I don't know if it's a platformer. Don't know. Have a Nice Death. Yeah, again, not too sure what this is. Headbangers. Average reviews. Not too sure. Looks like a cartoony kind of game. Heavy Weapon. I think this could be like a Metal Slug clone. Going by the photo, the game art. Don't really know much about it. Probably a Xbox 360 arcade kind of game. Hell Let Loose. Again, another game that I'm not too sure about. Looks like a first-person shooter based in World War. It's got okay reviews, so it might be good. Hellblade. Suna's. Oh, my pronunciations are terrible. Senua's Sacrifice. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Now, this is a game that did interest me, but the reviews are not really good. Is Hello Neighbor 2. It just looks a lot of fun, but yeah, I've seen a lot of reviews and they say the game's not really good, which is disappointing. Is that because it's not scary? Let me know in the comments, guys. Why is it not good? This one looks really good, and I've also installed it. It's Hi-Fi Rush. I think it's like a love letter to Jet Set Radio, and it's a game I've not played, Jet Set Radio, but I've always fancied giving it a go. Just looks a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a go. This is one that a lot of people rant and rave about, is Hollow Knight. It's like a Metroidvania kind of game. The graphics look very nice, I will say that, and I think it's more a game for the Nintendo Switch. Homestead Arcania. I'm not 100% sure what that game is. If I'm being honest, not a clue. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2. I played the first game and, the controls in the game are quite difficult. It's not an easy racing game. And yeah, the reviews on this one's not that great, only 3 stars. House Flipper, now this looks a fun game. I think you've got to buy houses in a ghetto and do them up, and there's cockroaches on the floor and stuff. Yeah, look at that. And then the toilet as well. Yeah, I think this is a game I'll definitely be interested in. So the next game is Human Fall Flat. It looks not too bad. You see it on sale quite a lot in like Smith's toy stores, in game. It looks okay for what it is. It's like a platformer but with maybe weird physics. But yeah, Human Fall Flat. Humanity is the next game. Again, don't really know much about this one. Yeah, not much I can really say, apart from a lot of puzzle solving apparently. But yeah, it might be interesting. Humankind, not the best reviews. Don't know much about this one. There's so many games that, I'm going to download blind. Hino Space Outlaw, 3-star reviews. Not entirely sure what it is. But yeah. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Well, I've actually played this game. I've put in a good amount of hours, and it's quite fun actually. A lot of people compare it to Zelda. Haven't really played a lot of Zelda, but for what I played of this game, it was a lot of fun. It was good comedy. So it's definitely a game I want to go back to. I already own this on the PlayStation 5, so I'll definitely play this game again. And probably one for the gaming channel in the future. Immortals of Avium, again, I'm blind on this. Kind of looks like a first-passing magical kind of shooter. Not really my kind of game. Indivisible. Looks quite nice, kind of graphics. I'm not sure if it's a turn-based RPG or what it is, but looks okay, graphic-wise. Justice 2, I think this got some bad reviews. Yeah, it's not really one that's interested me, I would say. Inculinati, not a clue what this is. Could be... Oh, it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, 3-star reviews. Now this game does interest me. Inside, it's like a Metroidvania, I think, but the graphics just look unreal. Again, it's not one I've played or anything, but I think you can get it on the Xbox 360 as well, in like a double pack. So it's definitely one that I'm keeping an eye on for a physical edition. Sergeant C Sandstorm. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Looks like a first-person shooter. Maybe in Iraq or something. Tactical first-person shooter. So, could be a good game for all we know. Never played it. Iron Brigade. Again, I think another Xbox 360 arcade game, possibly. I think there could be other games that came out in the United States, Canada, that did not come out in the UK. Isonzo. Again, looks like a first-person shooter. Looks like possibly like a World War II shooter. Again, only 3 stars. It says realistic multiplayer. Looks okay. It Takes Two. Now, this is a game that interests me. I believe the story is about a kid who has to deal with their parents arguing, and I think she turns them into dolls, and the dolls who are her parents need to work together and stop arguing and like get out of the world. I think that's the story. It looks decent, and it's definitely a game that interests me. A jetpack refueled. I'm guessing a running gun just by the cover art. Journey to the Salvage Planet. Again, a game I'm not too sure on. A Joyride Turbo. I think this is just like maybe a kids racing game or something. Again, I reckon it was on the Xbox 360 arcade. Now this is a game I'm definitely interested in. It's Jurassic Park World Evolution 2. I've got the first game. I've not played the second game. And it's a lot of fun. And definitely something I think I will do on the gaming channel. Because what's not to love? You're in charge of Jurassic Park. And then you can like buy dinosaurs or make dinosaurs and stuff. Honestly, I think it's definitely my kind of game to chill out and relax. And won't it not be fun to see a T-Rex killing humans because the zoo didn't make sure that to escape the fence, you could escape the fence and stuff. It just looks a really good game. Next game is Jusant. Again, very blind on this game. There's so much games on Gamepass. compared to when I was on when I had Game Pass at the start, it was just so many games now. Cameo, I've got this for the 360. Had a lot of go of it. I wasn't too impressed by it, if I'm being honest. Killer Instinct, it's quite a fun fighting game. Quite enjoy it. I have a physical copy of this, so it's a good game. It's actually decent. Kona, again, a game I'm not too sure on. Don't know what it is. It could be amazing, could be, well, it's 4 stars, so it must be good. Kona 2, so this must be the sequel. Kanutsu Gami, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Haven't got a clue what that is. Oops. Lego 2K Cross-Gen Standard Edition. Yeah, this is like the racing game. I don't know if it's any good or not. Probably not. Lego Star Wars. I don't know if this is any better than the PlayStation 2 games. I remember the PlayStation 2 games were so much fun back in the day, especially Lego Star Wars for the PlayStation 2, but I don't know if this is any good. Let's Build a Zoo. Yeah, I've got this and apparently it's not very good. Lies of P. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Not a clue. Lightyear Frontier. Again, a game I'm not really sure on what it is. Could be good. It might be bad. Apparently 4 stars. Looks quite nice art. Like a Dragon, Gaiden. I think this is part of the Yakuza series. Yakuza games are quite fun, but yeah, it's not on top of my list of my backlog. Another Like a Dragon, this time Ishin. Never played it. Now this game looks quite fun. Little gator game. I think it's like a kind of platformer, but you're an alligator. It looks quite a cutesy kind of platformer. Another game that interests me that is similar to Inside is Limbo. And yeah, just the graphics itself. It's dark and like gory, kind of, you know, cell shaded kind of style. Little Kitty Big City. Now this intrigues me because I loved playing Stray. I don't know what it's about. I think it could be like a cat being a detective or something. That's my guess. But it's definitely something I'm going to check out. Lonely Mountains Downhill. Now the reviews are not really good for this. It's only 3 star. But this game, I've been wanting this game for quite a while. It's actually very expensive on the Nintendo Switch for a physical copy. And that's what I've been looking for. So I'm going to actually download this and play it and see if I like it. It does look a lot of fun, and I think you've just got to like get down the hill kind of thing with the bike, but yeah, it's only 3 star out of 5 star. Loop Hero, again, a game I'm not really sure on what it is, but yeah, it doesn't look my kind of thing. Lords of the Fallen, I have heard of this game, but I don't know much about it in the sense of gameplay. I think it could be like a Dark Souls or something. And Lost in Random. Now this has got decent reviews. And look at that, it looks a beautiful game just for the preview. And I think so could be something to check out. Now I'm not into NFL. It's just a sport that I don't really get. And the breaks during the game are just quite annoying, to be honest. So I'm not an NFL fan. Magical Delicacy. Don't know much about this. It looks like a platformer anyway. Now this game I absolutely love, and so does my cat. My cat loves watching this game. Man Eater. It can be a little bit repetitive, but you know, it's like a shark RPG, and you level up from like a baby to like a massive like killer. It's such a good game. I haven't completed it. I think it is definitely something I'm going to be, you know, eventually putting on the gaming channel. I think, but yeah, I've got a copy of this game already. It's such a good game. Maquette, again, not something I really know. I don't even think there's a preview for this game, so don't know what it is. Obviously, you've got a Mass Effect series. Adam from the NI Gamer 1995, he's currently playing through Mass Effect. And yeah, it's a great little series he's doing, so go and check him out. And there's 5 games in total there. And Massive Chalice, again, there's so many games that I've never even seen before, so you know, let me know in the comments, guys, if I've, you know, passed any that you think is good. And Max the Curse of the Brotherhood, I have seen that quite a lot on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's like a kids platformer, could be wrong. McPixel 3, I don't know what the hell that is, to be honest. Maybe like a beat 'em up. And Mech Warrior 5, I'm not really into mech games if I'm being honest. A Medal of Honor for the Xbox 360. Medieval Dynasty. I'm taking a guess and saying like a Far Cry ripoff by the looks of it. Marge and Blade. Don't really know what that is. Yeah, don't know. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have played a little bit of this before, and I tried flying over my house in Aberdeen Airport, and yeah, it's quite realistic actually, and even like going through like Edinburgh and you're seeing the Forth Road Bridge and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a good game. I quite like it if you're into kind of Sims. Middle of Earth, Shadow of War. I've played a little bit of Shadow of Mordor, and it's definitely a game that would interest me. So I really want to go and play that franchise at some point. Controversial opinion. I'm gonna need a sip of juice for this. I cannot get into Minecraft. My mate kept going on about it. I tried it, and I like builders, but I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into Minecraft. I don't know why. Because I like kind of building kind of games, but no, I couldn't get into it. Get Minecraft Dungeons. Again, it's Minecraft. God, I'm gonna butcher this. Minko's Night Market. I'm guessing you're selling in a market or something. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Mirror's Edge. I played this game actually back in the day. It's actually a really good game, but apparently the sequel, Catalyst, wasn't really good. But for some reason, it's got better reviews than Mirror's Edge. I haven't played the sequel. MLB The Show. I'm not into baseball. I don't know if it's like a poor man's cricket. I don't understand the rules. Baseball's never really appealed to me, to be honest. Monster Hunter Rise. Now, graphically, this game looks amazing, but apparently the Monster Hunter games are quite difficult. But it does look a beautiful game. Let me know in the comments, guys, if Monster Hunter is a good franchise to play. Monster Hunter World definitely looks interesting. Monster Sanctuary looks like a 2D kind of platformer. Moonlighter. And not one I've really heard about. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat games can be quite fun, quite enjoyable. You know, especially just for a quick play sesh. Mount and Blade 2. Again, another game I'm not really sure on. got 4-star reviews, so it must be half decent. Looks like a kind of battle kind of game with like the Romans or something. Moving out 2. I think this game's meant to be quite fun. I think you've got to like move out and you've got to do it in like a certain amount of time, I think. Peppa Pig must be a great game for the kids if it's 4.5-star. But to me, they don't make cartoons like they used to. I was never into Peppa Pig. I was way too old for that at that point. My time at Potia looks a beautiful game by the looks of it on the graphics. Again, not a game I'm really sure on. My time at Sandvik. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's like Netflix. You've got your, you know, standout movies, blockbuster titles, and then you've got like the Netflix exclusive or kind of B movies. NBA, the NBA games can be a bit fun, but again, how can I say? It can be a bit frustrating playing it for someone that doesn't know too much about basketball. I do like my sports games, but I'm not really into American sports apart from the NHL. Again, NBA Live. Need for Speed now. So you've got Need for Speed Rivals. I haven't played that one, but Need for Speed 2015 or 2016, decent game. Need for Speed Heat, I thought, brought the franchise back. To be honest, I thought that was a pretty decent game and the graphics were really nice. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, I haven't played, but I do own on the Switch. In fact, sorry, I have played a little bit of it actually. I did play a couple of missions just to check it out, right enough. Payback I definitely haven't played, and I own this one, Unbound, on the Series X, but I only got the Series X back today, so you know, it's a game I want to try. It's almost like a cartoony version of Need for Speed. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a go at some point because I do enjoy the Need for Speed franchise. But where is Most Wanted in Carbon and Underground titles? They are the best Need for Speed games, and they're not even on here. Neon Abyss. Again, don't really know too much. Could be like a 2D kind of, you know, game. A part of the Hades kind of game universe, apparently. Neon White. Again, I'm not too sure. Looks like a Mirror's Edge maybe or something. Don't really know much about it. New Super Lucky Tale. I've actually got this game, and it's a game on my backlog that I will play on the gaming channel. It's something I've been wanting to play for quite a while. It just looks like a fun, cutesy kind of platformer, and you play as a fox. So yeah, looks decent. NHL 23 and 24. I'm going to be installing 24 to give it a go. I went to see the NHL in November when I went to visit my pal in Vancouver, and I never watched the NHL or anything before that, but it was a better atmosphere than the football. So I went to see the Vancouver Whitecaps, and the atmosphere was terrible. But then when we went to the NHL, it was amazing. Like, honestly, the Canadians love their hockey. And ever since then, I've been watching the Vancouver Canucks highlights on YouTube. And I can say I'm a Vancouver fan now. So, you know, I really want to get into hockey now. I really enjoyed it. Ni no Kuni 2. Now, this looks a game that interests me as well. Ni no Kuni on the PlayStation 3 and 4. It's just a game. It looks a beautiful game. You know, the reviews are decent as well. So, it's definitely a game on my backlog. And you've got the Ni no Kuni, I think, original as well, which I think is even better, going by the reviews. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. I think this is like a Smash Bros. Clone, but going by the reviews, it's not very good. Then you've got the Ninja Gaiden franchise. Haven't really played Ninja Gaiden before. Now this is a game I own, and I have played a little bit. But again, it's one of them games I think I want to put onto the gaming channel eventually. It's No Man's Sky. And this game came out, it was a disaster. But over the years, they've added so many updates, and yeah, look at the game. It just looks absolutely beautiful. And the exploring. And it's definitely a game you probably need to put in hundreds of hours as well. No More Heroes 3, average reviews. I think this was more famous on the Wii, this franchise. So Oblivion, I'm not into Bethesda games. I know, Skyrim and Oblivion are meant to be amazing. It's just something that doesn't really scream at me. Kind of thing. Like the Bethesda games, I'm just not really into. But that might change one day. You never know. Octopath Traveler, I own this on the Switch. It's still sealed. It's one of them games where it looks interesting. I like the art style, and I want to try and get into a turn-based RPG. And I just seen so much good reviews of this game. I thought, okay, I'll buy it, but it's on the backlog. Same Octopath Traveler 2. Open Roads. I think this could be like a story game. Possibly. I'm not 100% sure. Ox Must Die 3. I am definitely downloading this. I watched OG Duffy's vlog, and he was playing this game, and it just looks so much fun. So I will be playing Ox Must Die 3. Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps just looks absolutely beautiful games, and I think this is a game that I would want to own on the Nintendo Switch. I think Overcooked 2, I think, is basically you're in a kitchen and you've got to basically cook in time. You know, you've got to cook in a certain amount of time. I think that's the game. Power World, I think, is a Pokemon ripoff. I think they might actually getting sued from like Nintendo or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really into the Pokemon kind of thing or anime. Although the Pokemon cartoons were not bad as a kid, to be fair, but I've never really played the Pokemon games. Wasn't really I'm not really a Nintendo kind of gamer. Especially as a kid, I wasn't. So yeah, it looks interesting. If you're into that kind of thing. Party Animals looks like a kiddie game, you know, for children. Paw Patrol, that's for children. Mighty Pups could be fun. Let me know if it's good for adults. They've got good reviews for, and Paw Patrol Grand Prix. Now that could be fun. It's like a racing game. Could be like a Mario Kart. It's got good reviews, so it must be half decent. Maybe it is a game to give a go. Payday 2. This is a game that interests me as well. I think this game would be amazing to play with mates, but Payday 3 is meant to be terrible. I don't know if that's because there's not a lot of content. Let me know in the comments, guys. Peggle. Got a unicorn, so probably a girl's game. Peggle 2. Pentiment. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like it could be a story-based RPG or something. Perfect Dark and Perfect Dark Zero. I've got Perfect Dark Zero on the 360. Persona. I've never really been interested in Persona. Again, it's the whole anime thing. It's just not my cup of tea, really. You know, you either love it or you know, I don't want to really, you know, I just, for me personally, I've never really been interested in anime. A Phoenix Point. Again, it's another game I'm not 100% sure on. And Phoenix Wright. I think that is that the same trilogy? Aye, same franchise. My throat's starting to get sore now. Pillars of Eternity. I think this could be like a story-based game. Could be wrong. Not 100% sure. Yeah, complete edition. Planet of Lana. And it's looks a beautiful game from the clip. Not one I've had off, but look at the reviews. I think this could be a game to play. It looks beautiful. It's beautiful. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you've played Planet of Lana. Is it any good? Again, could be one to upload onto the gaming channel. Plants vs Zombies. I've been going on about this on my vlogs for some time now. I've already downloaded Garden Warfare 2. And I'm going to be playing that online. So yeah, Plants vs Zombies franchise. Plate up. I'm taking a guess and saying, yeah, it's like an overcooked. Just cooking. This is a game that interests me. Everyone goes on about it. It's Power Wash Simulator. It just looks such a relaxing game, does it? I know people will say, oh, well, why? You could power wash in real life. Why would you want to do that? It just looks a fun game. Just one of them games that you don't need to get stressed and you just relax. Prey. Again, meant to be a really good game. Looks like a horror kind of game. Kind of like Alien vs Predator in a way. Psychonauts is definitely something on the backlog. And the second one, Quake. Quake's a classic. But again, not one I've really played. Again, I'm not really the first person shooter kind of guy. Quantum Break, now this does interest me, and I think that's the same makers of Control, which is Remedy. It just graphically looks really interesting, and I think it's a game I probably want to own physically as well. Rage, got that for the 360, and Rage 2, which is not meant to be very good. I've also got that for the Series X. Asda sold this at one point, I think, for £2, and I picked it up. Rainbow Billy, The Curse of Leviathan. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. It kind of looks like the Powerpuff Girls or something. Rare Replay. It's all the Rare classics, I think. Recore Definitive Edition. Again, there's so many games that I've not really heard about that are just on here, which is good because there might be some hidden gems. And you guys need to let me know what hidden gems out of this list should I play. Redfall, seen clips of it, and you know, it was very much hyped, and it was a big letdown for people. Remnant 2, again, not a game I'm familiar with. Looks kind of spooky. Gearbox, I think they make the Borderlands game, so might be half decent. And Remnant from the Ashes. Now this is a game I'm definitely going to play at Halloween. It's Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. Yeah, it's a franchise I do want to get into. You know, especially the remakes. I think, you know, graphically they look amazing. I did play a bit of is it Biohazard? The one where you're in like the creepy house and you sit at the table? That was quite fun. Return to Grace. Again, don't really know much. Return to Monkey Island. I think this is like a cartoony kind of platformer. I'm not 100% sure. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I really want to get back into the Tomb Raider games. I love the PS1 games. but kind of stopped after the PS1. But also, I think apparently they're quite similar to the Uncharted games. So, you know, I do want to play the Tomb Raider games. Robin Hood, apparently 2 stars. Terrible game, probably. I didn't like Robin Hood as a film, so I'm probably not going to like Robin Hood as a game. RoboQuest. Don't know if this is it's a first-person shooter apparently. Yeah, it reminds me of kind of 15. Got that kind of graphic kind of style. Or kind of like Rico, which is a game I played on the Switch. Got that kind of graphics. Roller Dome. Now, I thought this game looked interesting, but the reviews are a bit meh. Basically, it's like a rip-off of Rocket League, I think, but like skating. And then you can score the goal, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Again, it'll be a game I could probably try and see if I like or not. Rolling Hills, make sushi, make friends. Probably another. I don't know. Don't know what this is. Disney Rush. All I can see is I think Dora. Is it Dora from Finding Nemo? I think this is like a kids game. I don't know if it could be like going to the theme park or something. I'm not 100% sure. Rise Legendary Edition. I think this is like your Romans and you're fighting in the battlefield. It looks okay. It looks quite decent. I think I've actually found this in a charity shop for like £2. Sandrock Online. Again, another game I'm not sure of. Scorn. Again, another game I'm not sure of. It's quite a common theme in this video. Now, Screamlight. This did interest me until I actually played the game. It is awful. I was hoping it was going to be, like a roller coaster tycoon kind of game. But no, it's dire. I didn't like it. Sea of Solitude. The cover looks interesting. It could be like a sea of monsters, I'm guessing. It looks not too bad. 4-star reviews, so it must be half decent. Sea of Stars. Again, looks a cutesy kind of game. A modern classic, apparently. But again, another game I don't really know much about. Sea of Thieves. This game does interest me. When the game first came out, apparently there wasn't a lot of content, but now this, Pirates of the Caribbean kind of DLC and stuff. And I think it would be a fun game to play with some mates. So, definitely a game I'm considering. Senua's Saga. Hellblade 2. I think this is maybe like a Dark Souls, maybe. I might be completely wrong. Let me know in the comments, guys. But yeah, graphically it looks pretty decent. Serious Sam. I'm sure I've seen Tech Tucker pick this up for the original Xbox. No, in fact, sorry, he was showing his collection for the original Xbox. That's where it was. Again, it's a game I've not really played, but actually looks a ton of fun. It is a first-person shooter, so I think this could be like a remaster. I'm not 100% sure. Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Again, something that'll interest me. Shadow Warrior 3. First passing kind of game. Not sure. Not the best reviews. Shadowrun. Shadowrun Dragonfall. I don't think there's much Crips, so I don't know if it's any good. Skate franchise. It's kind of weird. They've got Skate 3 and Skate, but where's Skate 2? Apparently Skate 2 is the better game as well. I've played a bit of Skate 3, and Skate 3 was fun. And I think you can still play online, which will be a future video one day. But yeah, kind of weird that Skate 2 is missing. Slate of the Spire. Again, very good reviews, apparently. But, no gameplay preview. So, I need to check that out. Slayer's X Terminal Aftermath. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Looks, I don't know. Slime Rancher 2, I think, is like a kid's game. You do see this quite often on the Switch, on that download code box, kind of rubbish that I wouldn't buy. I think it's absolutely, you know, why would you buy a code in a box? So this is a game I'm really looking forward to. Is Sniper Elite 5, but I want to play Sniper Elite 2, 3, and 4 first. I owned 3. I had a little bit of a playthrough on that game, and I'm addicted already. But I want to start from the beginning, so I'm going to play 2 and then muck my way up. This is a fun little series, SnowRunner. It's not got the best reviews. It's only got 3-star. I think it's a kind of game that maybe people might get bored of. But I find it quite challenging and quite fun, you know, driving up mountains in the snow with trucks and getting stuck. I think it's a good series. Soccer Story, not really one I'm interested in, if I'm being honest. I think it's like Golf Story, maybe. Solar Ash, not a game I'm familiar with, really. Does look maybe interesting, kind of graphically. Looks quite nice. Somerville, again, not a game I'm familiar with. Space Engineers. I'm guessing this is like a space engineer kind of, maybe sandbox kind of game. Next game is Spider Heck. I think this is like a, you know, you're a spider in like a platformer, 2D platformer. Looks maybe interesting. It's got decent reviews, 4-star. This is a game I own, Spirit of the North. I bought it for the PlayStation 5 without having the PlayStation 5. It just looks like a game I'm interested in. It's only got 3-star reviews, but I think that's because there's no map to really tell you where to go, or no narration or anything. But it looks a peaceful kind of game that I think I would enjoy. I like chilled games. Spiritfarer. It's got decent reviews. Not a game I'm familiar with, really. Graphically, I'm not sure, but might be a good game. Let me know in the comments, guys. Spirit Tea. Again, not 100% sure what that is. Probably a 2D kind of adventure. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Now, I actually watched my ex play this game. I've got it for the Switch, so I need to actually play it. I think it'd be a fun game to possibly, you know, have on the gaming channel one day. But yeah, SpongeBob was a bit after my time, really. So probably more my brother's generation. So I wasn't really that into SpongeBob. Although I've got SpongeBob remarks on my channel, because I think like 2,000 years later makes kind of funny content. So yeah, SpongeBob's okay. Like I did like it when I was a little bit younger, but I kind of grew out of it pretty quick because of my age. SSX, I prefer the PlayStation 2 games. SSX Tricky being my favourite. It's still a decent game, but not as good as the originals. Stacking, I'm not 100% sure what this game is. I think it's maybe an Xbox 360 arcade game. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I actually bought my brother this for his birthday, and I think it's like Dark Souls, but in the Star Wars universe. He did enjoy it, but he found it difficult, I think. So it's a game definitely I need to maybe go and try, but I'm not the biggest Star Wars person in the world. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Again, I think this is a sequel to the first game. The Battlefront games, not as good as the PlayStation 2 games. A lot of microtransactions and all that. Star Wars Squadrons, I believe, is like a combat spaceship kind of game. You know, is it starfighters you call them? Stardew Valley, very peaceful game, quite a relaxing kind of game. You're just building your farm. Starfield, I'm really sorry guys, I'm not interested in it. Doesn't appeal to me. I think No Man's Sky appeals to me more. State of Decay, now this is a series I do want to try, killing zombies and stuff. So State of Decay 2, State of Decay 1. Steam World build, I think is like 2D, kind of building or like going down dungeons and stuff. Not really interested in it. Same with SteamWorld Dig and SteamWorld Dig 2. Stellaris Console Edition. I think looks like a space kind of game again. A lot of space games just now. Still Wakes the Deep. Apparently, yeah, this game looks decent. I did see a little bit. I think you're on like an oil platform or a boat. And because I'm from, you know, the northeast of Scotland, obviously the oil industry is a big thing in this area. So I think this is a game I'm definitely interested in and will give a go. Sunset Overdrive, I have got this. I have played quite a lot of it. It's quite fun. Can be a bit repetitive near the end, I think. But, you know, for what it is, it's a decent game. Super Lucky Tale, again, a game that I'm interested in. You know, just for the fox. I think it's maybe the game before New Super Lucky Tales, or it's like the new Super Lucky Tales is like an edited version of this game. Super Mega Baseball 3, not really interested in baseball, same with number 4. Super Hot, I know is a VR game, but yeah, I don't know, maybe it's been edited to play in like a normal controller. That's my guess. With that one. Super Liminal, again, really good reviews. Don't know much about it. Maybe a puzzle game by the looks of it. The Tales of Arise, never really played the Tales series. It does look spectacular graphically, I must admit. So maybe it is a good game. I do see some YouTubers that I watch that do like the Tales series, so it does look graphically nice, to be fair. Tisha, again, a game I'm not really sure on. Tectonica, another game that, you know, maybe a city builder or something. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Now this looks quite fun. It looks like an SNES or Mega Drive kind of remake or like a love letter to the old Ninja Turtle games. Looks quite fun. I will pick this up physically though, I think, for the Switch. Tell Me Why Chapters 1 to 3. I think this could maybe be like a Telltales. Decent reviews, 4-star, might give it a go. Terraria. I think this came out on the 360 and the PS3. It will be a game that I'll want physically. I think it's like Minecraft before Minecraft. I could be wrong. The Bard's Tale ARPG. Not the best. Reviews 3.5. Yeah, it doesn't look amazing. The Bard's Tale 4. Don't know much about it. And 3-star reviews. And then the sequel, well, the trilogy. Maybe the trilogy might be worth downloading. The Big Con. Again, another game I'm not really sure on. So many games that, you know, I think might be indie games as well. The Callisto Protocol. I think this is like the makers of Dead Space, but it's not as good as Dead Space. The Case of the Golden Idol. I really don't know what that is. The Cave. Again, this must be an Xbox 360 arcade game because there's no physical copies in the UK or in Europe for this game. The Elder Scrolls Morrowind, again, controversial. I'm not that into Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls series. It just doesn't really scream at me, doesn't appeal to me. I know they're meant to be amazing games, but it's not my kind of game. The Evil Within. I'm sure RTB Reese actually has done quite a lot of videos on this game. Could be wrong, but I'm sure he is. And The Evil Within 2. I think it could be fun games. And they've got good reviews. The Gunk. No idea what it is, to be honest. The Lamp Lighters League. Again, another game. Not very good reviews, only 2.5. Might be bad. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Again, not a game I'm sure of. The Outer Worlds. I think this could be like a Monster Hunter kind of game. I could be wrong. I do own this physically. I managed to find a copy in Asda for £5 about a year ago. Because Asda in the UK, which is the equivalent of Walmart, were pretty good for their video games for a little while. But I haven't really found any deals lately. The Quarry is definitely one I'm interested in. I own this game, again on the PlayStation 5. But I might actually play this on the Xbox Series X because I really want to get into this game. I think it's the same makers of Until Dawn. So, yeah, it just looks a fun game. Could be a game to play with someone. You know, like a partner, a girlfriend sort of thing. It's like a movie. The Reminder, again, I'm not really 100% sure what this is. The Sims 4, 3-star reviews. I think the Sims franchise has went right downhill apparently. Never really played The Sims, apart from SimCity on the DS. I actually really enjoyed that game. But apparently the new SimCity was awful before City Skylines came out. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This game does interest me. You play as a Texas Chainsaw and other people in the game, because it's online I think, they like have to escape. So one person's the Chainsaw Massacre guy and the rest of the party need to escape. I think that's the game, but it does look interesting. The Telltale's Walking Dead games. I'd rather watch the TV franchise first. Yakuza Remaster Collection, if you like Yakuza, they're quite fun games. It's kind of like a Japanese GTA but less serious. It can be quite fun in a like beat 'em up sort of style. The Hunter Call of the Wild, I think this is like a Cabela's kind of type game. I think you just go out hunting for animals, I'm guessing. Thirsty Suitors, well I'm very thirsty with the heat just now. Again, not the best reviews. This War of Mine, Final Cut. Almost said something else there. Yeah. Again, a game I don't really know about. Those Who Remain, 2-star reviews. Not 100% sure what it is. Yeah, it doesn't look amazing. 10 Hearts. Again, a game I'm not really sure on. Titanfall 2. Now, if you like your first-person shooters, Titanfall 2 probably is one of the top games. I think a lot of people like this game. I've never really played it. I'm not the first-person shooter kind of person. But having said that, I really do like the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege series. I just think it's better than Call of Duty. I think it's probably more realistic, I would say. I like how you like when you die, you die. So I quite like it. You know, squad aspect of it as well. It's a fun game. Ghost Recon, I do own this, but I haven't really played it too much. Tomb Raider, definitely want to get into one day. Tournament Tides of Numenera. And I get some of these titles are hard to pronounce. Again, I'm not really too sure. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. It's got decent enough reviews. Could be fun. Total Reliable Delivery Service. It's only got 3 stars. I think you've got to be like the Royal Mail Postman, maybe. I don't know. Trailmakers. Again, a game I'm not really sure on. Train Sim World. If it's anything like Microsoft Flight Simulator, it'd be pretty cool if you can like drive a train up to Edinburgh or Aberdeen or something. That'd be nice. Tunic, I think, is like a sort of 2D platformer in a 3D world. No, sorry, it's just a 3D platformer. But you're a fox with a sword. I have seen it go about on the Switch, physically. Turbo Golf Racing, I think could be like Mario Golf meets Rocket League. I think that's kinda what they're going for. Not the best reviews, only 3 star out of 5. Maybe a fun game for kids. Turnip Boy robs a bank. I'm guessing you're a tatty. A tatty is just a potato in Scottish. And you rob a bank, that's my guess. UFC 4, now, why has the UFC games got such bad reviews? Are they bad games? Let me know in the comments, guys, because it's a sport I would like to get into. If I had to pick between UFC and boxing, I probably would pick UFC. So, yeah, let me know, guys. And plus, now they're merged with the WWE, so, you know, it's the same company kind of thing. Unpacking. I'm guessing you're unpacking a house. It's exactly what it looks like. Looks like a point and click game or something. Unravel. I really like the look of this franchise. It's a 2D game. And you're like using string between the 2 characters to like get to their destination. I think this could actually be a fun game and one I want for the Switch. Valheim. I don't know. I'm guessing Valheim actually. Could be like a Viking game, I think, of some sort. Just by the name. Not 100% sure. Valorant. 3 star reviews. Again, not a game I'm too familiar with. Made by Riot Games. Never really heard of them. But yeah, it looks like maybe a first-person shooter. Maybe similar to 15 or something. Vampire Survivors. Now, this has got 5 star reviews, so this could be a game and maybe try. I think it's like a running gun. It's got a lot of positive reviews. Bullet hell kind of shooter. Could be fun. Venba. Again, a game I'm not familiar with. But it looks like Indians cooking food. Cook delicious South Indian food and experience the journey of an immigrant family in Venba. And I don't even know. I'm good at geography and I don't even know where Venba is. Viva Pinata. Yeah, it's on the 360. I think I own this physically. I'm not sure if that's Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. Could have been an arcade game. Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun. I am definitely installing this game. I've seen this on Metal Jesus channel. It looks a fun looter shooter. I think it's a game that I would want physically on the Switch as well. I really want to beef up my Switch collection eventually. But yeah, it looks not bad. And Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. If it's anything like the Xbox 360 game, I put a bit of hours into that game and it's really fun. So yeah, it could be worth checking out. It's got decent reviews, 4 star. I'm not really familiar with the Warhammer universe, to be honest, but from what I've played, they're quite fun games. War Tales, I'm guessing, I don't know, an open world RPG. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, again not a game I'm familiar with. Same with Wasteland 3, but I think this is the makers of Fallout, so if you like your Fallout, you might like that. Watch Dogs 2. Now I have played this. It's nowhere near as good as GTA, but I think the graphics are really nice. I think the graphics are probably better than GTA 5. It's definitely the best game in the series. I gave up with the newer Watch Dogs Legion because I had permadeath on, so once all my characters died, I had to go at the start of the game and I just lost interest by that point. But a lot of people do not like that game. So Watch Dogs 2 is the best game in the franchise. Another game I'm interested in is We Happy Few. You're basically in London and everyone's getting high on pills and drugs. It looks quite fun. It's got decent reviews, it's got 4-star reviews, so it must be half decent. And it's probably a game I want to give a go. While the Iron's Hot. Again, not a game I'm familiar with. Wild Hearts Standard Edition. I think we did actually see that already, but it looks like a Monster Hunter game. Looks quite fun, and I own it physically. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I think this could be like a Ghost of Tsushima kind of game. I think you could be like ninjas and samurais and stuff. Then you've got the Wolfenstein series. Now this game I'm looking forward to. I will be playing this with the NI Gamer 1995 on his channel. It is the World War Z Aftermath, and that includes the original World War Z game. I've actually played the first level of this game and it's so fun, but it's a game you need to play with mates, I think, because you get to like revive each other and stuff. I think it's just a perfect squad game to play with your mates, I think. So I will be on Adam's channel, so go and check it out. And I will be uploading pre-recorded content of that as well on the gaming channel. Probably one of my favourite racing games of, you know, the PS4, Xbox One generation is Wreckfest. I have so much fun playing this game. It's really good, 4-star reviews, so it's not bad. Yeah, they add content in quite often. I find it fun. I think it's fun when you wreck people and people wreck you. I think it's definitely a game for the gaming channel eventually as well. So then now you've got the Yakuza games. Definitely check them out. I've played a little bit of Yakuza 0. It was good fun. Like a Dragon, I think, is like the RPG version of it, which for the turn-based kind of mechanics. Could be wrong. But it doesn't appeal to me, that one. You Suck at Parking just looks like a mobile game, to be honest. Zombie Army 4. Now, I purchased this for the PlayStation 4, but I want this on the Switch. And again, this could be a game to play in multiplayer with friends, if it supports online content. And this is from the Sniper Elite, you know, makers as well. So it's got the same sort of mechanics. So it's definitely a game I will be playing. But I think I want to play the trilogy first as well. Zoo Tycoon. Very good reviews. It basically looks like the Jurassic Park game, but with actual animals and not dinosaurs. Does look good fun. I think you can like manage meerkats and tigers and rhinos and stuff. Maybe you could be like Pablo Escobar with the hippos. I don't know, but it looks okay. And the last two games is Zuma and Zuma's Revenge. And again, I don't know if it's like a Frogger game or something. Maybe not. But yeah, it looks like an Xbox 360 arcade game. So anyway, guys, please let me know in the comments, what games should I play on Game Pass? There was so much that I just didn't recognise, I don't know. A lot of them might be indie titles that I haven't really seen. It's been a while since I've really watched like a, you know, Xbox event or, you know, E3 or anything like that. So a lot of the games I wasn't really familiar with. So please let me know what games are really good to play. And in a future video, we'll probably have a look at them. But yeah, anyway guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. Check out the gaming channel as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Ciao.